Ladies and gents, part 1 of Megalithic ruins in Wreckage east of Euripus, Mons on Mars. My name is Jean, thanks for tuning in. As always, just a quick note, this information, images and links are available in my blog as well. So if you want an alternative information source, you're welcome to visit my blog. I'll include the link to this article in the description below. So the photograph we're analyzing is this HiRISE taken of Lobate Crater Ejecta on the 27th of October 2007 at 25 centimeters per pixel, and I'm showing you images are cropped from the black and white map projector JP2, and this is a crop from the low-res JPEG. To give you an idea of the context that we'll be looking at, we're analyzing the first third of this photograph, the left-hand side. Parts 2 and 3 will analyze the center and then the right-hand side. So on Google Earth Mars, you'll find this at 46.50 degrees south, 180 degrees east. And there's a look at the topography, and it looks like it's between that crater and some small hills or buttes to the bottom, and we're analyzing this first strip of the photograph there. And as always, the white line links all the sites that I've found these megalithic ruins in wreckages. And we can have a look at that towards the end of the video. So let's start. And this image was really bright but really high res. Was able to get some really nice crops for you guys. So we're checking out these anomalies there, and specifically of interest are these blocks with these smaller features or knobs on them. Check out that one right in the center. Yeah, we've got one towards the bottom in the center. There's another round one over here with what looks like could be a hole, and then this strange geometric shape with that oblong narrow rectangular feature or knob in this area that seems to be carved out. Check out that straight line over there. I find that quite strange as well. Another strange block over there. It has some signs that it may have been worked somehow or shaped. So this area seems to be carved out. That might be sort of opening over there. Check out that arc. There's another strange looking smaller block over there. So just to give you an idea of how large these things are, this one here, for example, if you use the scale at the bottom, that one's about 10 meters across. That one there, about 8 meters across. So again, we're looking at huge objects over here, not typical stones or rocks. And I don't think this is crater ejecta either. That's what I speculate. Check out that there. And another one of these convex shaped rectangular blocks with a hole right there in the center. And then over here, another one of these disc-like shaped objects. Some features on the surface. Check out the parallel lines there, and then we've got 3 of those in a row. That looks like an X over there as well. Could those be glyphs, symbols? Check out this square block over here. Now we're looking at this object. Another one of these really strange objects with either a hole in the center, a slightly flattened dome-like knob over there to the left. Also sort of a hexagonal shape, rather weird as well. We're checking out this area of this crop, and what I found intriguing was not just those three features in a row, but check out this straight edge over here. It's almost like this could be a piece of metal plate, and then the strange triangular opening there. It looks almost like a vent. Check that out. And this too, it looks slightly lifted off the surface. Also the appearance of a metallic type of object. But only speculating, who knows what these things really are. But this doesn't look like typical crater ejecta or rocks or boulders. Let me know what you guys and girls make of these in the comments below. I always look forward to reading it. I do appreciate your feedback, and at the end of the day we just increase the body of knowledge. So yeah, we're checking out that anomaly, another one of these strange convex shaped circular, check at that part with a little hole or flattened dome like feature in the center there. Have a look at this, for example. There's another object with a feature in the center. There's two on that one. There's another one with one in the center. There's one with one in the center. There's one with one in the center, and there as well, there as well. So I don't think this is purely coincidental. I think there might be some intelligence behind these anomalies. So we're looking at these over here. Check out that there, it looks like another V-shaped opening, almost like a vent. This looks like a metallic plate. It's been bent with two openings there. Check out this strange V-shape over here, almost like a little pyramid. And then this looks like a piece of wreckage, maybe this is also part of it. Check at this strange opening over here. This ridge line running over the top. There's a circular opening there. And then over here, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. Perfect geometry and symmetry in that there. Check out this slab over there, that's about 15 meters high. So massive. So we're checking out the anomalies over here in this area. Look at this block over there, this piece carved out, looks like it's been machined somehow. Let's get the flat smooth surface on this one. There's another one with what looks like a hole in the center. Looks like a destroyed structure to me. So the whole area is littered with these blocks. Utter devastation. So you get that smaller block there with what looks like a V shaped symbol on it, and then over here got another circular symbol with part to it there. And look at this as well. It looks almost like a 5, an upside down 5 or an S, like so many others we've found as well. There's some strange glyphs or symbols on that thing there. And check at the side, strange patterns over there that have been part of some type of sculpture perhaps. And as always, I'm trying to show you as many anomalies as I can, but I'm not looking at all of them due to time constraints, otherwise I'll be here for weeks. Next area you're looking at is right there. Look at the shape of this block, where it comes around there, makes 90-degree angle over here, straight edge there, and then that looks like a hole in that side. There's another one of these slabs or blocks with a really smooth surface with two equally sized knobs or features on it there, right in the center line. There's another odd looking object there, maybe some type of wreckage, destroyed technology. Look at this part on top, that L-shaped part lying on top of that. There's some really weird stuff going on. Check this one with another hole in the center. This one's got an oval opening on the side, two holes on the surface there. Another one of these vent looking like objects. This anomaly there is also huge. It's about 15 meters across. So we're checking out this area. Look at that bright smooth surface there, and along the top, long narrow rectangular piece. This looks like a piece of technology. Another one of these objects that looks like an entrance or a vent. Look at this piece of metallic-like object, straight edge there, 90-degree angle. Another sort of plectrum-shaped object here. There's another, either a 5 or an S on top of this one, with two small spheres or balls there in that opening. And what looks like a handle over there. Check at this overhanging object there. Looks almost like a top of a roof or a shelter. And this one over there, it's got like a V-shaped pyramid part to it in the center. That block over here, straight edges, right angles, and even that looks like a narrow opening. There's another one of these sculpted type of blocks, and on top we've got multiple straight lines and right angles. Check that out. Here's what looks like an upside down 5 or a U, horseshoe shaped. Okay, so we're checking out. Just find my bearings. As always, tend to get lost with all these anomalies. We're checking out those. Get those blocks in a row there, spaced evenly apart. Get this rounded flat piece here. There's a hole right in the center of this one, and next to it looks like a little dome-like feature or knob. Another one of these hexagonal shaped objects, rounded arced edges. That piece over here, almost in a hexagonal shape as well. Also looks like a vent or a hatch. Who knows what that is? This a rhombic shaped object there with 2 uniform knobs or features in the center. Another one with a little dome-like spherical feature there. Next to it looks like a hole. There's another block over here. So we're checking out this area now. Look at that part. One of these hexagonal sort of polygon shapes. What looks like an opening here, narrow opening. Also a piece of wreckage perhaps. This one over here, strange V-shaped part to it there. Even this one over here has got 2 equally sized knobs on it, running in a straight line through there, through the center. And this over here looks like multiple parts. Got a straight edge there and there, right angle, what looks like a part that's sticking over the edge. Looks like an opening over here with this triangular piece sticking out, and on top what looks like an upside down 3 perhaps, with that strange small rectangular depression over here. So it looks like some type of technology. So let's see where we're at now. Checking out that area there, the top left. This block over here, the triangular knob on it, right in the center as well. And I've found this feature on the surface of this object to be rather odd as well. It's been carved out there. And this looks like a piece of metal as well. It's been bent, smashed with a hole right there. Another V-shaped, triangular shaped feature on this one. And a different type of material perhaps, how bright that is. Checking out those strange anomalies there. With this piece, got two metallic looking like plates, some layering over there. With that edge. There we've got a right angle there as well, the way it's been bent. In the center we've got what looks like a vent, narrow slit. In this piece it's also bent over here at 90 degrees, got a small hole there. Check out, it's been bent over here, some right angles there. Look, this will also be some type of entrance to an underground habitat. And this also looks like a piece of wreckage, the way it's been bent. And that long narrow rectangular piece there, got a hole right there in the center line. Next to it's a smaller hole by the looks of it. And then this, so check out that side. Could this also be a piece of metal plate or debris? Okay, we're checking out these anomalies. Look at this part, convex shape, a rounded corner there, right angle. Check that arc, also looks like some type of underground entrance. And then on top got these two darker spots. There's another rectangular block over there. See two of these sides. Look at that straight edge, perfect corner, right angle over here. And this partially buried slab, it's got this rounded edge. Another one of these semicircular objects, the knob right in the center in that carved out area. Looking at these anomalies, check out this strange V shape, top of this triangular piece, some more layering over here, and another edge which makes this look like a piece of metal plate as well. This looks like a little pyramidal knob on this one. And here's what looks like another piece of metal, that edge over here. It's been bent in on the corner, so it looks like. There's another feature in the center of whatever this is. It looks like an opening over here with that arc. So we're checking out these anomalies now. You've got more of these strange symbols maybe. That looks like a V shape, but these things have been arranged in a semicircular fashion around this hole right in the center of that object. Another piece that looks like a partially buried metal plate. Really love to know what these things are. The edge and right angle there. Another V-shaped part to this rounded piece there, right in the center as well. Okay, now we're checking out, let's just quickly find our bearings. This object over here towards the bottom right is so huge, it's about 15 meters across. We'll get to that one later. That one's massive, that's about 20-25 meters. Up close, in the center of this huge object, got these two features. Not sure what to make of this. Also right in the center. So now here, raised off the surface. This be up top of tech. Looks very similar to the previous anomaly we looked at, with these features in the center. Also in a sort of a hexagonal shape. Definitely raised off the surface. I don't know if it could be metallic wreckage. Get this, it's about 12 meters or so across, and in the center line that looks like two holes next to these narrow semicircular dome-like features, the way the shadows are being cast. And then this, don't know what this is, it looks like an opening. Look at that W shape. As well, check out that edge, perfect arc. Checking out this anomaly, and looks like some type of structure. Just check how big it is. It's about 18 or 20 meters across. From there to there, about 18 meters. So some layers to this. Looks like an opening with this piece sticking out. And then an oblong part right there in the center of this one. Check out that piece coming off this side over here. Sticks out like a sore thumb. It's two very bright blocks, about 12 meters high. That perfect surface, and then also looks as if it's been manufactured. That shape. So a different type of material. None of the other blocks are really this bright. Check that there as well. Don't know how many of these we've looked at in the past, in previous videos as well. It's about 12 meters across. and even next to it, another one of these disc-shaped objects with a dome on it in the center. This looks like another one of these hexagonal pieces. Check that opening there. Could this be a hatch or a vent? Some type of wreckage or technology. We're checking out these anomalies, bottom left. Not your typical boulder or rock or crater ejecta. Check out this block over here. Perfect flat surface. Here you can see the one side. It's got some depth to it, and here you can see part of the other side, like a 90-degree angle there as well. Look at this, yeah, it also looks like two metal plates, this one on top of the other one. That could be an opening, long narrow opening perhaps. So you're looking at this area of the photograph. Another two objects. This one's layered on top of that one. And almost in the center of this object, we've got a little triangular or pyramidal feature or knob. Check out this one over here. Looks like an opening as well. Some symmetry in that design. It looks like there's something that's just in the shadow sticking out there. Either way, this thing's been bent. Looks like a piece of metal plate. This as well. That rounded edge there, well defined side on this thing. So what are these things? Checking out that area. That semi-buried or covered object there, that, I don't know, flattened dome-like feature or knob there right in the center. Next to it, a little spherical part. And check this out. We've got a square artifact on top of this one, and in this area here looks as if it's been carved out. Really strange shape. That looks like a U-shaped anomaly on top of that. Checking out those two anomalies. This one over here has got looks like a hole in the center, and then this looks like some type of machine. The shape of this piece on top, this rounded piece sticking out of that opening with straight edges over here. Looks like that could be an opening with this rounded piece sticking out, and then a semicircular dome-like part there. So it looks as if either that's the shadow or this is part of the opening. How huge that one is. So we're checking out those three anomalies, those objects in a row, almost equally spaced and equally sized, with dark spots right in the centers. And there's some intelligence behind this, I'm quite sure. Very strange. Adness 2. Check that out. That's about 15 or 20 meters long. Okay, NASA, so explain what this is. If you call the photograph Crater Ejecta, what is this? Looks like a piece of metal plate to me. Check that perfect arc. And two dark spots on either corner. So what the heck is this? Maybe a top of a hangar entranceway. Doorway. Okay, yeah, we're checking out this huge object. Looks like an opening over here. And another opening there. Debris, wreckage, destroyed machine, who knows? Another huge object. Right in the center, we've got another dome-like feature or knob. Look at this ridge line running through there. And this too looks rather weird. That geometry there. Checking out these. In that center line you've got a hole. Another one of these narrow openings. Three knobs in a row on that block. And there we've got another rectangular opening. Looks like an opening as well. And that looks like a piece of metal plate. It's been bent over in that S shape. Checking out these two objects. This looks like a piece of a sculpture, perhaps. The way this piece folds over this one. These three geometrically and symmetrically similar, like flower petals, shaped like flower petals or something. Check that out. Another V-shaped part in the center of this rectangular piece here. Looks like a piece of metal plate as well. Got that 90-degree angle there and there. And this I don't know what this is. It's got two features in the center as well. Another V-shaped part to that block. And there's a hole right there. Another hole in this rectangular piece. And I've got more interlocking blocks. The one block over here. It looks like this one has separated from that. It's also quite huge. Let's quickly see. It's about 25 meters from end to end, almost 30 meters. You can easily walk through that gap for sure, which is about 2 or 3 meters. Another huge object there. We're checking out these. Another plectrum shaped object with a dark spot right in the center. Another metallic type of anomaly there with a hole right in the center. And this one over here has got strange glyphs on it. If I could call them glyphs, who knows what they are. There's another one of these convex dome-shaped objects with a dome in the center. Smaller dome in the center. Another piece of debris perhaps. Checking out that big block. Check out this one here. Got a perfect hole right in the center as well. Looks like a partially buried metal plate with an opening over here. And then check out the geometry in this huge block. And then it seems to have 3 openings on this one side. Check that out. Some more strange arrangement of objects on that thing, which is about 18 meters across. It's almost like a little outpost. And we got 2 smaller similar pods with knobs in the almost in the centers. There's some structure in that for sure. There's another block with a hole in it. Checking out these anomalies. This one over here, a convex shape, the narrow V-shaped opening there. It almost looks as if there's some symmetry in the design. This being partially buried, it's hard to tell. That side over there, similar to that side. So could that be an opening? Another piece, very straight, well-defined edge. Another square artifact over there with the right angle. Another hexagonal shaped object, the feature in the center. And that one has a smaller feature in the center that looks like a little V-shape symbol. So, combination of megalithic blocks and slabs, and debris, wreckage, destroyed machinery and tech. Can't say for sure, but it's definitely not all crater ejecta. I don't think so. We're checking out these anomalies in the center. Look at this piece lying on top of that block. Also looks like a piece of metal. And then look at those dark spots. Similar sizes, arranged in a semicircular fashion. There's another object with looks like a symbol on it. Looks almost like a T. Another one of those strange hatch type of anomalies with an opening. Check out that right angle over here. Okay, so we're looking at that object, which is about 8 meters across, there to there. In the center we've got a hole. Check that out. This looks like a piece of metal plate bent into a convex dome shape. There's another block. This huge block over there. It's about 15 meters long. Check at these. They've all got knobs on them. Check that out. These as well. Those there. Even over here. So we're checking out these anomalies. Check out that's it looks like a hole, circular hole in that one. Got a circular ridge line, little dome-like feature there. Another hole on that side, and this too looks like some type of metal. Convex shape. This geometry there, and a dome-like feature in the center of this rounded part. This too, like a parallel ridge line running through the center. We're checking out those anomalies. So, knobs or features in the centers of these. That looks like a circular hole in that one. And then those anomalies there with that huge block. Check at the parallel lines running through this one in either direction, sort of intersecting one another. Got a hole, circular hole in this piece, here as well. This looks like another block. Check how huge this thing is. It's about 22 meters from end to end. Look at that rectangular slab there as well. So we're checking out, let's just see these anomalies here first. That perfect symmetry in this object, and off to the one side it looks like either a hole, and then next to it maybe a little oblong dome-like feature. There's another square partially buried object here. It also looks like it has like a convex shape. There's another block. It looks like a block. And now we're checking out these anomalies. There's some more layering over here. And then on top of this, what happened there? There we go. Sorry guys and girls. Check out the symmetry in this shape as well. And then on top of it, like this wedge shaped symbol. This area is being carved out. Look at that ridge line. There's a hole right there. Another hole in this one. Also some symmetry in this. And then a narrow opening here. That's what it looks like. Checking out these. Look at this design. Straight edges, right angles. Another one of those narrow, sort of rectangular objects. Some strange knobs on this one side. Check this out as well. With straight lines, 90-degree angles, and then this looks like a piece of technology or wreckage as well. That there looks really artificial. Alright, let's quickly hop over to Google Earth, specifically Mars, and let's look at where I found these. It's in the southern band of anomalies, and it's in this area here. We looked at the left-hand third of that HiRISE. Here's a couple of the anomalies I showed you. And then close to it, following that white line, linking all these sites together. This is from my previous video, the one just before this one. We've got these strange structures. And on that one, it looks like wreckage. More megalithic blocks with features and holes in them. Check that out as well. And that line, the southern band, runs along this area of Mars. So I think with that said, I thank you for watching and for bearing with me. This was a long video again. Part 1, Part 2 and 3 will follow soon. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.